Good morning, everybody. Oh boy, lots going on. Just got off the phone with Juanito. Sorry, it was a long. Sorry, not Juanito, somebody else. But I sent a text out to Juanito and trying to get some info on what's going on. Generals conspiring to stop Trump. Now we know there's a lot of division within the military right now. That's why you've heard on my program so many times that there has to be a command shift. There has to be communication shift, and that only way that happens is through some kind of event. Okay, so it's not the fact that James O'Keefe is uncovering what we've already known, which is about these generals that are trying to come together, in which a top Pentagon advisor revealed on a hidden camera conversation with James O'Keefe. We've already known all this. We've already known that the military is well divided and a lot of them are conspiring against Trump. And it runs deep. So there has to be some kind of shift. There has to be some kind of communication shift to take away from, drum roll please, SES to Cheyenne or NORAD. Now, you've heard Juanito say this so many times on my program. That's for you all to decide. I'm not going to sit here and say what I think, but I am talking to quite a few people behind the scenes. I have a lot of credible people that come on my show on ninoscorner.tv. So I'm in discussions with a lot of people trying to really understand what's going on here. But James O'Keefe did a great job on getting this guy on hidden camera to talk about how they feel they're trying to protect the people from Trump. Now, I with all the interviews that I've done on ninoscorner.tv, I'm just going to be blunt about this. I think both sides are battling for power. But I do think, and a lot of you are probably going to get mad about this, I think there's a hand at the very top controlling both sides. And I think Diana Ketterman, who came on my show to talk about the Noahide laws on ninoscorner.tv, she laid that out pretty substantially, and I couldn't refute it, and I'm still trying to right now. I'm looking into it. Now, Juanito has always said that's why we save Israel for last. So I'm going to leave it up to you all to decide, but I almost feel, and I don't know if you guys saw the interview I did with the podcast I did with David Villa yesterday. I put it up on YouTube talking about the border patrol having unchecked power to where they can just have checkpoints and stop anybody and search you for your documents all on a suspicion. Sorry, folks, I'm not giving up my fucking rights for that shit. Okay, that ain't gonna fly, and I'll be out here every day talking about it because it ain't gonna fly with me, and I'm sure any American out there, it ain't going to fly with you either. So we got to be real careful. I've always said if the pendulum goes real far to the left, it can go really far that way, okay? So we got to be careful about this stuff. We got to we got to hold them accountable. You can't just stop whoever you want, do raids on businesses because you have a suspicion. This has to be done surgically. I'm all about getting illegal immigrants out of the country that came here illegally, undocumented, unvetted, 100%. But at what price? At what extent? To where they trample on every American citizen's rights? I'm not for that. I'm just not for that. We got to keep people honest. And if I become unpopular because I'm speaking out about these things, then fuck it. I don't care. Then that's the way it is. Folks, you can Venmo me, �D-Rod1977, �D-Rod1977. When the lights go out on Amazon, please leave an honest review. I wrote the entire book with my thumb on my iPhone. The Mexican Mix, my mama's book. That's another reason I was a little late today. Sorry about that. And let's get started, folks. The morning kick, folks. Have you ever wondered what happened to the legendary Chuck Norris? Yeah, I know a lot of you have heard this many times, but I'm going to do it again. I recently saw a video he made, and I was shocked, folks. He's in his 80s, and he's still kicking butt and working out and staying active. What's even more shocking is he's stronger, can work out longer, and even has plenty of energy left over for his grandkids. Now you know where I'm going with this. He did this just by making one change. He says he still feels like he's in his 50s. His wife even started doing this one thing too, and she's never felt better, folks. She says she feels 10 years younger. Her body looks leaner, and she has energy all day. Chuck made a special video that explains everything. Make sure you watch it by going chuckdefense.com/Nino or by clicking on the link below this video. It will change the way you think about your health. Once again, that's chuckdefense.com/Nino. Click on the description box below to watch the video. You won't believe how simple it is. And just a friendly reminder, folks, the legendary Chuck Norris is a whopping 84 years old and yet has more energy than me. He discovered he could create dramatic changes to his health simply focusing on 3 things that sabotage our body as we age. Watch his method by clicking on the description below and get started. That's chuckdefense.com/Nino. You know, I was watching Rush Hour last night, and I was thinking to myself, I don't know if you guys remember the movie Rush Hour, but I was thinking to myself, I was like, who played the better cop? Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills or Chris Tucker in Rush Hour? Let me see what do you guys think? I'm going to go, I'm an Eddie Murphy fan. I like Eddie Murphy. I love Beverly Hills Cop. You got to give it to Eddie because he was the first. He was the original. But Chris Tucker was fucking funny. And you guys go with Eddie Murphy? Chris Tucker's hilarious, man. I don't know. I'm going to say Eddie was the first, but I think Chris Tucker was funnier. Just my opinion. But everyone on here saying Eddie. All right, whatever. More for you for Eddie. Okay, Eddie is funny too, man. Spotify Nino's Corner, Telegram Nino's Corner, Getter Nino's Corner, Rumble Nino's Corner, True Social David Rodriguez Boxer, Instagram and TikTok is Nino's Corner TV, Nino's Corner.tv. X, I have not gotten on my X yet. It was hacked. We got that guy out of there, but now I'm locked out of my account. I don't know what's going on with X. Trying to get back into my own account. It's like the police kicked out the burglar, and now they won't let me into my own house. Now they're going to be like, well, now you have to go through the court system to get back into your house. I almost want to just completely get off X. I'm serious. Like, this has been such a headache. So I'm still locked out of my account. I can't put any articles up. I can't put anything out there. So go to my Telegram. My Telegram is Nino's Corner. You'll know it's me if it has. I think there's a picture of me holding all my belts. Something like that, but it has like 94,000 people on there. So Nino's Corner on Telegram. I'm always posting stuff on there. Patriotwear.com, being right there, folks. Get your hats, shirts, socks, tumblers, coffee mugs, the whole thing. And tell me what you would like to see in Nino's Corner or Patriot Wear. Also, folks, can you tell my skin's looking? Am I looking younger? Because I think I'm looking younger. I'm reversing the clock. I'm doing the red light therapy. Okay, I'm doing that almost every day now. Here's what I do, and I think you should do it too. Get some meditation music. Okay, turn it on. Lay down on a nice, comfortable sofa. Put the red light over you. It's a huge panel that I use. It goes right over me. It has a little base thing, a little thing that holds it, and I meditate in the mornings. Before I start my day, I pray to God. I pray to Jesus Christ. I say, let me have a good day. And I meditate under the red light, and I just absorb the rays, brother. And I feel like it's doing something to my skin. I feel good. It's supposed to help with blood clots. Some brain damage, maybe? I don't know. I've been hitting the head quite a bit. I don't know. Hey. All right, folks. Nino's Corner.tv. Fire. Panther, fire. Kevin Ship is up there right now, and he's saying, hey, stop the inauguration. Don't do this. He's saying, move it to Mar-a-Lago, or you better be in a safe place because we don't know what these drones are capable of. He talks about, now I'm going to put the edited version on YouTube, so I'm going to try to do that. And I'll try to have it up by tonight or tomorrow, but the unleashed version is on Nino's Corner.tv, where he's blowing the whistle saying, don't do it. Do it at Mar-a-Lago. Do it in an undisclosed safe place. You have everything to lose. Everything to lose. Look what's happening in LA with the fires, the drones over New Jersey. Why would you do this is what he's saying. Why take the risk? It's an unnecessary risk. It's really fucking stupid if you ask me, but hey, They must know more than me, and Trump does have a big ego, and he probably wants to put it in their face and say, nothing's going to faze me. Really, look at Butler, Pennsylvania. Okay, that was a really close call. I don't know. I say take it somewhere else, but if not, if you're going to go for it, I've been invited to the inauguration, and I just look, if there's even a 2% chance or a 5% chance that something can happen, that's too big for me. I'm not going because why? I don't know. I don't like to be stuck at airports. I don't want to be able to not get an Uber. I don't like big crowds of people. Do I want to be there for this monumental historic event? Yes. But I'm not willing to be stranded or in a bunch of chaos either. And I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, if there's a 2% chance or even a 5% chance or even a 2% chance, I'm not willing to take it. That's just me. That's just me. And I already got a hotel and everything to be out there. They won't give me my money back. They won't give Sancho his monies. He don't give Sancho his monies. Anyway, Kevin Shipp is up now at the Nino's Corner.tv. He's going to be the general in the general tent this month, the 28th at 5 p.m. I've got, and he's talking about stopping the inauguration. Kerry Cassidy talking about the black magic, satanic, demonic cult, which she believes started the fires in L.A., which are still burning out of control, by the way. Can you believe this is still burning out of control? They have not contained it. Have they contained parts of it? Because I'm hearing it's just, and who are they blaming? The illegal immigrants. But they're catching them on tape. They're catching them on video everywhere. You know what this will do? This will be their reasoning to bring in a smart city, in my opinion. And I think it's all. I think as long as you have a scapegoat, as long as you can blame the illegal immigrants, which I said will be activated, did I not? I said this before anybody did. I said this 4 years ago. I even said it on Alex Jones when he was on my show. And he's like, "Oh well, it's a good point right there." I'm telling you, folks. But are they going to be used as an excuse? That's really where I'm going with this now. I'm like, is this going to be the excuse for problem, reaction, solution to where, I don't know, Border Patrol and police have unchecked power, can do raids on homes? Because I ain't with that shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I've been fucking calling it. I don't know, folks. You know what? It's not that I have any. I just have fighter's instincts, man. I know pieces of shit, and I've been around pieces of shit in my boxing career my entire life. I was a hoodlum I grew up on both sides of the border. I know the border. I used to steal cars. I used to run drugs. I used to get in fights every weekend. I would get thrown. I lived both sides. It's like the Wild West over here, man. So I know both sides very well. So Kerry Cassidy's going to be up there. Ashton Forbes is coming on. Diana Ketterman, who talks about the Noahide laws now. Trigger warning on that one. Even me, I was just sitting there like with my jaw on the floor going, of course, David. Of course this is the way it is. Why would you think not? Two wings of the same bird? Big possibility. So who's controlling the strings? That's just the question I have. And she answered it on Noahide Laws. Now, a lot of you are really pissed off about that interview. I don't know. I lay it out for you all to play it out. I'm a Trump supporter 100% because why? I'm emotionally invested, just like all of you. 𝗬𝗏, I talked to him for a bit the other night, and he assured me that's not what's going on. I'm going to bring him on. Again, the ghost, I'm supposed to have the ghost on. Dustin Nemo's talking about Antarctica. He's coming on, or he's on. I'm going to upload that show. And folks, you might want to turn it down or turn it up, baby. Yeah. All right, folks, let's get started. Let's get started today. All right, folks. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit eccentric. I don't care. So, generals conspiring. Where have we heard this before? Well, I got to give a lot of credit to James O'Keefe. He sat down with a top Pentagon advisor who revealed on hidden camera. Oh, gosh. How he and a couple retired generals explore what they can do to protect the people from Trump. Confirms secret meetings that have sensitive information that he's going to have to keep it between him and, I guess, James O'Keefe. I don't know if you guys have seen this video. James O'Keefe says in a tweet or in a X post, I confronted the Pentagon official. It's one of my wildest encounters ever. Released tomorrow. So this is out there right now. So then he gets an email response from the Joint Staff Public Affairs spokesman Joseph Holstead regarding the Jaime Mannina, I guess it's Jaime Mannina's termination. So they fired the guy that he got on camera. But in this email response, shit, I printed it and the words are too small. They said Jamie Mannina is not an advisor to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff or the Joint Chiefs, nor has he interacted with the chairman of the Joint Chiefs. We can confirm Mannina was a Bonds Allen Hamilton contracted employee with the Joint Staff of Command, Control, Communications, and Computer Cyber Directives. The alleged comment by Mannina did not affect the positions of the chairman nor the chief staff. Furthermore, the chairman looks forward to working with President-elect Donald J. Trump. And it goes on here to say some more stuff, but the words are too small, so I cannot really read them, and my eyes are really bad. But I think they're getting a little bit better, to be quite honest with you. So many guests on my show have talked about that there's a lot of division right now. There's like the woke and then the alphas battling it out inside the military, both with different agendas. That's on a surface level. But if you look a little deeper, the generals, the flag staff, all of them basically are in an inner war right now. There's like a internal civil war happening within the military right now. So there's no surprise to this. But in order for Trump to get what's done, what I understand and what you all understand is there has to be some command shift at the highest level from SES to Cheyenne and NORAD, from what I understand. Now, that's all I'm willing to say on YouTube. You can go to ninoscorner.tv to learn more. But I really am starting to believe there's some poetic justice here, folks. And this is why I'm going to say that. I almost feel like God has a twisted sense of humor. As LA burns, as it looks like an inferno from hell, they might, and I have to say might, they might just cancel the Oscars. Is that not poetic justice to you? Because it is to me. Yes. I don't know. I just look at this like, yeah, fuck you. You know, I don't know. We're tired of you. Everyone's tired of you. And if, I don't know, you know, there's many different conspiracy theories going on out there. They're doing the tunnels. Oh, there's this, there's that. They're covering up evidence. I don't know. But I know one thing for sure, and that is LA is burning. There's fire at least behind the Hollywood sign, which makes it look very hellish to me. And the Oscars might be, I don't know, canceled. Does it get any better than that? Look, I'm sorry for the people that have been run out of their homes. It's sad. My prayers are with you. But on the other hand, this is like poetic justice to me. That's how I look at this. I really look at this as there's so much karma and symbology behind this, it's glaring at all of us in the face. Oh, I feel bad for the animals too, believe me. I feel bad for the animals. Someone just put in here, I feel bad for I do too. I don't know. So Hollywood forced to cancel its most prestigious event in LA while LA burns. While Musk and Bezos and, I don't know, Zuckerberg, big tech, go to the inauguration. Is that not some more poetic justice? So the people that censored everybody, that blasted and bombed everybody, are now teaming up to go to Trump's inauguration. All the big tech bros, the big tech, all of them, Elon, Zuckerberg, and Bezos, are all going to Trump's inauguration while they cancel the Oscars. I don't know, folks. Is that not a real sense of irony to you? Because to me, I don't even know what to say about that. I'm like, I'm just kicking back looking at this and going, this is a movie. This has to be a movie. The movie script is what? 𝗬𝗏. Yeah, it is. I would say I couldn't write a better script. I couldn't write a better script. I don't know how the hell is this movie going to end. A lot of you will go as far to say, "Oh, they're all actors. They've all been put to death. They're all clones." I don't go that far. Although I know clones exist, and I know aliens exist. I believe in aliens. I think there could be some from other planets, obviously. But I think the ones that are here are interdimensional. I don't know. I mean, or the fallen angels. This movie is already better than The Godfather, right? I mean, it makes The Godfather go to shame. I mean, what we're watching, anybody who's not paying attention to this that does not know what's going on, I'm like, dude, what fucking planet are you on? I don't understand how you're not paying attention to this. This is the greatest show on earth. What we're watching, what we're all experiencing right now is better than any Super Bowl, better than any heavyweight championship fight, better than any and all of it. This, if you know what's going on, maybe it takes a little bit of a higher IQ to really watch this in depth, the chess game. Maybe you have to have a chessboard IQ to watch this stuff. I don't know. I've commentated many fights. I've fought my entire life. And this is absolutely, hands down, more entertaining than any of that shit. Everyone give a thumbs up for my moderators, man. They're here every time I come on. Give them a big thumbs up. They are awesome. Jose, Harbor, Julie, thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate you guys. And thank you for also being the bouncers in the club. Kicking the people out. Let's hope I get my X account back, folks. So, the best is still yet to come. Big Mike is not going to the inauguration, and Big Mike was not at the funeral either. Where's Big Mike? Did the Raiders make the playoffs? I don't know. Trump will be fully operational 2 hours after his inauguration. Now, I've been told, and you guys have heard my guest tell me that that's never happened before. Not fully operational 2 hours right after the inauguration. So, man, that shows you that this is almost like it's an emergency. Like whatever he has to take care of, they have to be full go 2 hours after inauguration. Full go. That's pretty impressive. But that's also probably why a lot of generals and people are trying to stop them behind the scenes, because they probably know their jobs are at risk, or worse, clickety-clank, off to jail you go. Thank you so much for the super chat. So I've been told that this has never happened before. The question is, why is something going to happen in order for this to be a fast track? So what's the emergency? And then I think to myself, oh, yeah, what's the emergency? Oh, the last 4 years have been the emergency. So here we go. And I don't know if, and another thing I'm going to put out here for you all too is, remember, Juanito has talked about that we could lose. Okay, hold on. Now, really think about this, folks, just for a second. How many times on my program did we say we're going to lose? We are going to lose 14 to 15 cities. Let me say that again. I'll say it like this. We could lose 14 to 15 cities. Well, what do you think's happening to LA right now? Did we not lose LA? Booyakasha! There you go, baby. There's one down. 14 more to go, or 13 more to go. But boom, I would say LA is kaput. They're going to have to rebuild that. How many billions in damage, if not trillions? Boom. There you go. There's one domino down. How many more to go? 13, 14. Now, who has said this? Near-death experience. Now, you may have your ideas on how this is going to happen, but I think a raging, out-of-control fire, I would say that's one of them. Now, we got to look at other cities like Portland, Seattle, Chicago. I've heard Dallas, and I'm going to get into Dallas. This is just all, by the way, folks, I'm just saying, you've heard this from my guests. It's all opinion. It's all just my opinion since I'm on FluffTube. I don't know. Do you guys think that Trump's going to go ahead with the inauguration, or do you think that he's going to pull out last second and do it somewhere else? Hawaii. Yeah, I guess so. I guess Lahaina would be one of the cities, right? So that's two down. Would you? I would say Lahaina is one of them. You live outside Dallas. Now I'm a little concerned for Dallas, and I'm going to tell you why. Biden to deliver farewell address, capping a 5-decade political career. President Biden plans to deliver a primetime farewell address to the nation on Wednesday, putting a capstone on his 5-decade political career just days before he leaves office. He has long revered and is leaving only reluctantly. The White House would not disclose what Mr. Biden plans to say in his speech set for 8 p.m. Eastern, but in his final months, he has been seeking to cement his legacy by ruining the country. Just kidding. Well, no, I'm not just kidding, actually. To cement his legacy as a transformative president that stabilized domestic politics while bolstering America's leadership abroad, who has ushered the nation out of, made historic investments in infrastructure and clean energy, and worked to strengthen democratic institutions both nationally and globally. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. On to the next article. So Oscars 2025 on verge of being canceled as bosses secretly plot major changes to ceremony after the wildfires, the LA wildfires. So the Oscar award ceremony is on the verge of being canceled. Gosh, this is just so crazy. Canceled for the first time in its 96-year history because of the deadly wildfires that have devastated Los Angeles. As long as you keep calling them wildfires, official Academy Award committees are monitoring the situation daily, led by stars including Tom Hanks, Emma Stone, Meryl Streep, and Steven Spielberg. Old Tom Hanks, huh? Oh, boy. How do you guys want to hear something crazy? Crazy little side story. So I introduced Juanito to 𝗀𝗃𝗍𝗪, in which he got on 𝗀𝗃𝗍𝗪's private plane. Guess who was on that private plane? I'm not going to say where they were going, but guess who was on that private plane with 𝗀𝗃𝗍𝗪 and 107? Chet Hanks. Tom Hanks' son. And I heard they had a very, very, very interesting conversation on that plane. I was told about the conversation. I got to tell you, folks, I can't say anything here, but it was pretty crazy. Very crazy. And they got along quite well, from what I understand. So will the Oscars will they just be moved somewhere else? I bet you they move it. I don't think they'll cancel it. I think they'll move it to, like, I don't know, Austin. That'd be an idea. That'd be kind of cool. I can't say that because I'm against them. I'm against the Oscars. Sancho has never gotten an Oscar. I think I'm a good actor. Actually, I don't know. When the cameras come on, I don't know what I'll do. U.S. Department of Defense conducting military training across Dallas-Fort Worth. What's going on with Dallas, folks? Keep an eye out. Any Dallas peeps in here? Anybody from Dallas, keep an eye out because the training will involve air and ground. Remember, whenever they do these training exercises, it really means it. I don't want to say it as fact, but something could be going on. Real operations in the disguise of exercises. So, Dallas-Fort Worth area. The training will involve air and ground mobility operations from January 13th to the 24th. Wow, we're right there in the inauguration period, huh? So it started a couple days ago, according to Dallas police. The next 2 weeks, there's a decent chance you'll hear loud noises or see helicopters across the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. That's because the U.S. Department of Defense is conducting a training exercise from January 13th to the 24th, according to a news release from the Dallas Police Department. The training will involve air and ground mobility operations, DPD said. The release did not exactly say where these exercises would be taking place, only that they would happen across the metroplex. The Dallas Police 911 Communications Centers is aware of the training and schedule if calls come in from concerned residents. I bet you, what do you want to make a bet? Maybe they're doing raids. Maybe they're getting some illegals. I don't know. What do you guys think? Just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. Also, 9 people dead after multiple crashes and shootings in North Texas. This is developing. So, makes you wonder, what do they need to be doing operations or training exercises in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, especially in this window of time? Is something occurring? Obviously, something's going on there. So keep your eyes and ears. Monkey Works. Yeah, listen to Monkey Works. He probably knows exactly what's going on here. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg to attend Trump's inauguration. Poetic justice. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg will attend President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration on Monday, according to an official involved with the planning of the event. They will have a prominent spot at the ceremony, seated together on a platform with notable guests, including Trump's cabinet nominees and elected officials. The 3 tech titans have all made attempts to earn favor with Trump in the past year, led by Musk donating more than $250 million in campaign funds to help elect Trump, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, and the co-lead of the new Trump administration advisory body called DOGE. Musk has frequently been at Trump's side since endorsing him for president in July. Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, this month reshuffled his lobbying staff and his content moderation policies to align with the incoming Republican administration. Meta also gave $1 million to the Trump inaugural fund. Bezos, the founder of Amazon and the company's executive chair, decided last fall that the Washington Post, which he owns, would not endorse the presidential race, overruling opinion staff who wanted to endorse Vice President Kamala Harris. Amazon also contributed $1 million to Trump's inaugural fund. The 3 men are among the wealthiest people in the world, with fortunes based in the tech boom of the past 2 decades. Musk ranks number 1, Bezos number 2, and Zuckerberg number 3. Are we still going to see that celebrity match between Elon? That's got to be uncomfortable, huh? Didn't they want to fight each other, Zuckerberg and Elon? I got to tell you, I think they're both dorks, but I don't know how they would fight. But I mean, it'd be like dork wars, and I think they should do a cage match, and it'd be the most uncoordinated, weird thing we've ever watched. But I would watch it. I would definitely watch it, and I think we should all pay for dork wars to happen. UFC should put it on. Maybe do a boxing match. Maybe Jake Paul should fight Zuckerberg. I think that should be Jake Paul's next fight. fight Zuckerberg, dude. That's your next fight right there. I don't see where you can go after fighting an old and aged Mike Tyson, who didn't fight back, by the way. But I think Zuckerberg could be the guy. I think Zuckerberg is your next fight. Jake Paul, you're the biggest joke in the world. I think you're bigger than Zuckerberg. Fight Zuckerberg. Or I'm not going to go into it. To skip Trump inauguration, her office says. Former First Lady will not attend President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration ceremony in Washington on January 20th. A former president but former president will attend. So he's going to be there. So it makes you wonder, I guess, maybe nothing will happen on Inauguration Day. What do you guys think? I think this might go out. I think that, you know what? If they're all going, I don't see anything happening. I don't think anything will happen. Former president confirmed to attend the 60th inaugural ceremonies. Former First Lady will not attend the inauguration, said a statement from the office of Barack on Tuesday. No reason was provided in the statement. So who all on their side is going to be attending? I don't know. You know who else is attending? The Village People. Yay! All right. More poetic justice regarding the Village People and those people over there. So that community, hey, the Village People, it's going to piss all of you off. So the Village People respond to anger over Trump's inauguration performance. The Village People have confirmed their participation in events surrounding President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration on January 20th, 2025. The Village People, renowned for their 1978 hit YMCA, have announced their participation in events surrounding President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration on January 20th, 2025. So the Village People are going to be there. In a statement, the band expressed their belief that music transcends politics. After online anger, the band stated, "We believe that music is to be performed without regard to politics." So the Village People are going to be there. And more poetic justice, I'll say. Perilous fire weather looms for LA as forecasters warn of strengthening winds. So a particularly dangerous situation warning will be in effect for swaths of Los Angeles and Ventura counties starting at 3 a.m. Wednesday. So that's today. That was last night. The National Weather Service cautioning of powerful wind gusts, only air and higher risk of rapid fire spread and extreme fire behavior. Firefighters continue to battle multiple major wildfires. A particularly dangerous situation warning will once again be in effect, folks. So the Palisades fire has burned 23,718 acres and numerous homes, businesses, and landmarks in Pacific Palisades. The Eaton fire has burned over 14,117 acres and many structures in Aladina and Pasadena. Wow. So is it still spreading, folks? I mean, is this still the interview with Diana Ketterman disturbs me? Yeah, it disturbed me too. But it's like, you look, folks, it's like this. And I'm just going to say if you have faith in God, I believe in Jesus Christ, I have faith in God. I look at life as a game, and it's constantly trying to eliminate the weak. That's the game. The game is of life. The game of life is to constantly eliminate the weak. That's why they say survival of the fittest. And it's a game. And the only way you get through this game, in my opinion, is having a strong sense or strong faith in God and understand the game that's being played. We're spiritual bodies having a human experience. I really believe that. And we're in this game called life. And it's constantly trying to eliminate you. I've never seen that more obvious than when people get old, than the elderly. Like, we're here to die. And Nothing, not shit, nothing that you've ever done, not winning an Academy Award, a heavyweight championship belt is going to stop that. Nothing stop it. No matter how fucking big you think your ego is, you will be forgotten. When you die, there will only be a handful of people that remember you. Even if you're famous, nobody fucking cares. And life goes on. And it's, from what I can see, it's constantly trying to eliminate the weak. That's what it does. That's what life does. And you're here to play the game. Don't take it too serious, I guess, because you're going to die anyway. So even with everything going on and the objectives they have, they just rule this three-dimensional fucking plane of existence, and spirituality is much bigger than that. I believe we're all eternal. So whatever. They can have their shitty little third-dimensional reality. I don't give a fuck. Oh, boy. All right. Getty Museum against, so people are trying to defend the Getty Museum against the LA wildfires, under siege by Los Angeles wildfires. The J. Paul Getty Museum is emerging as a near miraculous beacon of disaster preparedness. Behind the scenes, it's taking a small army to defend it. Roughly 45 museum workers have been conscripted into revolving round-the-clock shifts to fan out and patrol the dozens of hilltop acres surrounding the Getty's new two campuses. The older Getty Villa is in the Pacific Palisades, which arrays antiquities in a space designed to evoke a Roman country house, and the never white stone Getty Center in Brentwood, where Vincent van Gogh's irises is displayed. Fire extinguishers in hand, the museum said the Getty staff scours the sparse ground beneath their boots, as well as the canopies of trees overhead. So they're taking shifts and trying to protect the Getty from the fire. I guess it's working. That's pretty cool. Inmates are battling LA fires. That'd be kind of cool. I would want, if that got me to get out of jail, and I guess I'd do it. Inmates battling LA fires as they pull 24-hour shifts alongside firefighters and get paid $5.60 a day in controversial scheme. So they're even getting paid for this. So that's how bad jail is. You'd rather go fight a fucking fire than be in jail. Hundreds of inmates have joined the fight against the devastating wildfires in Southern California in a controversial scheme to put prisoners to work for long hours and little pay. And that'll go all right back to the jail system, because why? They're going to spend it on commentary. They're going to spend it on vending machines. The California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation has deployed 931 incarcerated firefighters and 114 support staff as of Sunday. The volunteers earn between $5.80 and $10.24 a day, plus an extra $1 an hour during emergencies, according to the CDCR. I don't know if did you guys watch the Penelope Ann Miller podcast I put up on YouTube? You guys should go watch it. Penelope played Nancy Reagan, and she talks about how they're basically not allowed at their home. They had to jump fences, go through tunnels. I don't know what fucking tunnels, but whatever. They had to get to their house. They did. Everything's okay. Thank God for them. But in this article, it says armed homeowners are defying the rules as LA burn zone. So Los Angeles, in the still smoldering neighborhoods of Aladina, where fires destroyed more than 2,700 structures, about 80 people have defied the orders to evacuate, staying behind to protect what's left of their properties from looters and more fires after losing faith in authorities. Well, I would have done the same thing. Residents patrol streets and interrogate strangers living in the... Yeah, this is what you have to do. This is exactly what you have to do. You can't, I mean, what do? Call 911? Oh, yeah, they're going to come. You got to protect your homestead, and I'm totally for this. It's in a world without electricity or clean drinking water. Some are armed as they patrol the streets and neighborhoods. Well, you got to do what you got to do, folks. That's what I say. I'm all for it. Iconic Rose Bowl Stadium unrecognizable as makeshift camp with families stuck in tents and RVs to flee deadly LA fires. So the legendary Rose Bowl Stadium has looked unnoticeable as the devastating wildfires continue in Gulf Los Angeles area. The historic college football venue in Pasadena has been used as a hub for families in need, with the fires continuing to rage across Southern California. So this 90,000 capacity Rose Bowl Stadium was used for college football playoff games between the Oregon Ducks, Ohio State Buckeyes. Fast forward to a week of January the 13th, and the complex has been a makeshift camp for donations and aid victims of Eastern Canyon wildfires. So the Rose Bowl has now become the center for emergency response efforts. Wow. Tom Brady hires private security to protect his $20 million LA mansion following wildfire, looking at burglaries, NFL star. So Tom Brady is enlisting a private security for his Los Angeles mansion as wildfires rage in California. Brady is thousands of miles away from his home while the Los Angeles fires threaten the surrounding area. So he's going to hire private security. Look, if you have the money, do it. How do you blame a guy for wanting to protect his home? A lot of people, he's rich. He shouldn't be able to do that. He should be like all of us. It's like, fuck. I'm not perfect. Pete Hegseth testifies on and drinking claims. Pete Hegseth, Donald Trump's pick for U.S. Secretary of Defense, defended his record in a contentious Senate confirmation hearing on Tuesday, acknowledging he was not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. As Democratic lawmakers grilled the military veteran and Fox News host on allegations of assault, excessive alcohol use, and financial mismanagement, Hegseth can only afford to lose the votes of every Democrat senator opposes his nomination. But none appeared ready to break ranks despite some having previously voiced concerns about Hegseth's personal history and his views on women in the military. I don't know. What do you guys think of Pete? What's his name? Hegseth. What do you guys think of Hegseth? What's your all's views on Hegseth? I'm not for him or against him. I really just don't have an opinion. I guess if Trump picked him, he's got to be good. So I don't know. Oh, my ghetto timer. I don't have a mid-roll today. When I get the mid-rolls is when I set the ghetto timer. So you guys know that for my ghetto production. Special counsel says Trump would have been convicted for efforts to overturn the you-know-what. So special counsel Jack Smith defended his decision to bring charges against Donald Trump over his efforts to overturn the you-know-what loss, writing in a report released early Tuesday that prosecutors believed they had enough evidence to convict him, and if they had not been forced to drop the case after his re-election in November. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Because guess what? You know who's going to go instead of him? You are. Folks, poetic justice. The boomerang. I've talked about the boomerang for years, even when it was unpopular. Like, this guy's crazy. This guy's a conspiracy theorist. This guy's crazy. Go back and look at all my videos from 4 years ago. It's easy to see, but here I'm going to tell you this. I'm warning you. I'm really warning everybody. I have a bad feeling that pendulum is about to go really far right. I don't know. And a lot of you are going to say the cure's got to be better than the disease or stronger than the disease. And I get it. And I agree with it. But to what cost? All our rights? And it's hard for me to say that because I'm emotionally invested in this. But I realize that. I don't know. TikTok, folks. TikTok. Bloomberg reports Chinese officials are in preliminary talks about selling TikTok to Elon Musk. This would be a game changer and a mass awakening, particularly amongst the younger generations. If Elon is able to change TikTok the way he changed Twitter, truth will get out more. And I disagree. I'm locked out of my ex. Yeah, I'm locked out still. So I don't know. Gee, that says a lot to me. I can't get back in there. Like I'm waiting for. It's almost like they don't want me back into my home. So I'm just sitting here waiting. Like, all right, let's get back on X. Let's do this. I don't know. But let's get to some Mickey Mouse news. First look at warped Mickey Mouse horror with Hollywood icon you won't even recognize. So now they're turning all these childlike cartoons and images into horror films. It's just getting ridiculous. A new Mickey Mouse horror movie is in the works, and the first picture of the terrifying lead villain has been released. Played by one well-known actor, you'll do a double take at it. So a picture of the twisted Mickey Mouse horror movie was finally revealed. Discussing film posted on X or Twitter, first look at Steamboat Willie, played at the art of the clown actor David Howard Thornton. Who's that? I don't even know who that is. In a new Steamboat Willie horror movie in theaters in April. Variety magazine released a picture of Thornton dressed in a grotesque gray mouse costume covered in fur with giant Mickey Mouse inspired ears to match. The Terrifier actor's face was masked by prosthetics, including a mouse nose, long whiskers, and gray skin with folds and wrinkles around his eyes. Isn't it crazy how they're like trying to demonize everything that was once innocent? I mean, if it's ever been innocent. But they're really trying hard, right? I saw clips of that movie Wicked, and for a second there, I thought it was Shrek Part 2. I don't know what the fuck. I was looking at this. I was like, what is this, Wicked? And I was looking at the witch. I'm like, she looks like Shrek. I don't know. What is this, Shrek? Anyway, I just... whatever. I don't know. I don't give a shit. I don't care anymore. All right, folks, let's get to what the fuck news. What the fuck news. Sony PlayStation is adding smell. Yes, you heard that right, folks. They are adding smell. How the hell are they going to do this? They're adding smell to their games. Sony has unveiled a new gaming system that can allow PlayStation players to sniff their way through games like The Last of Us. Unveiled on CES 2025, the future immersive entertainment concept features a huge room-sized setup designed to push the boundaries of immersive gaming. A trailer for the concept shows a giant cube built from high-definition LED screens that enables players to step directly into their favorite games. Unfortunately, this isn't something you'll be setting up in your own living room. Okay, so it's not in your own living room, but in the trailer, players experience the post-apocalyptic world of The Last of Us with enhanced audio and the addition of smell-o-vision, delivering a completely new experience. One of the pillars of Sony's creative entertainment vision is the idea of narrative everywhere, where stories from Sony are transformed across new and exciting mediums, explains the video. The future immersive entertainment concept aims to explore these possibilities. The proof of concept project combines the latest location-based technology, Sony crystal LED panels, engaging audios, haptic scent, and atmospheric realities to fully immerse you into the world of story. All right, look, here's where this is going. I guarantee you this is where it's going. What do you want to make a bet very soon that the world will be entirely ran by AI and gamers There will be no more sports. So I'm going to bet you anything. I bet you fucking anything. There will be no more soccer. There will be no more football. There will be no more boxing. People are going to look at that as old hat. They're going to be like, who wants to watch two people beat the shit out of each other when we can watch two gamers fight it out in a virtual reality setting? And it's going to be gamers controlling robots or some crazy shit, and you're going to be watching it. And sports played by humans are going to be old school. It's going to be old hat. It'll last a little bit. It's going to be the same way the UFC killed boxing. It'll coexist for a little while, but watch. The gamers and AI is going to take over everything, and human sports will be a thing of the past. What do you want to make a bet? Anyone want to bet me on this? I bet you this is where it's going. I'm not saying tomorrow. I'm not saying in 2 years from now. I'm saying let's give it 10 to 20 years. Bet you, I bet you this is what happens. And no one's going to be watching sports anymore because you got to think Generation Z is going to grow up. They're going to have kids, and it's just going to be. They're not going to give a shit about sports anymore. Do you see any kids playing sports anymore? Because I don't. They're all on their iPhones. They're all on their PlayStations. It's going to go that direction. And I'm not saying tomorrow. I'm saying it could be as early as 5 years, maybe 10 years. But I think that's it. I think it's done. Sports played by humans, where humans risk their bodies, and they're going to say, why do you want to risk your body? Why do you want to have CTE? Why do you want to do any of that? Oh, we could just do it on the video games. I don't know. That's where I see it going. That's where I see it all going. I mean, look how realistic these things are getting. PlayStation is adding smell. Oh, man. I don't know, man. We're all going to be dinosaurs. We're all going to be looked at as dinosaurs. You think like 50 years? Well, whatever, 50 years. Well, none of us will be around to see it then. But I think it could be sooner than that. I think 15 to 20 years is where I'd put it. I'd put it at 15 to 20 years. That's just me. I'm going on with Delora O'Brien right now on her channel. She's doing an interview with me. So go to Delora O'Brien. We're going to do a little podcast together right now. So it should be pretty good. Jumping on with her right now. And I'm going to be putting a 𝗂𝗃 whistleblower inauguration warning up on FluffTube. It's going to be very edited, but the one that's not edited is on ninoscorner.tv. I'm also going to be bringing on Juan again, the ghost, everybody talking about the next shit. What do I have? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 6 days. Countdown to six days and counting, folks. Damn. Here we go. Countdown. Let me get what do you think? What do you all think is going to happen? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up only if you think it's going to go over smoothly with nothing's going to happen. Let me get a thumbs up if you believe it's going to go over smoothly, nothing happens. I'm going to say it's going to go over smoothly, nothing's going to happen. I think that but it's still a 5 to 10% chance that I think that maybe something could happen, and I'm not willing to go there. Does that make sense to you guys? Thumbs down. You think something's going to happen? Nothing. Yeah, most people think nothing's going to happen. I'm just so you know, although I have guests on saying that something could happen, I'm betting nothing happens. I'm betting nothing happens. I'm going to say nothing happens. Possibly afterwards. Yeah, that's probably afterwards. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I guess we'll see. All right, folks, I'm jumping on with Delora O'Brien. I'll see you guys on Friday. I'll see you Friday. Later, folks. And the new heavyweight champion of podcasting and the Black Sheep of broadcasting. Folks, smash the like button and send this video far and wide. Thank you.